of him, like, and almost shame him into using it, like, do whatever you have to do. You just do what you gotta do.
There was no men involved in this too, when she started where we are.
Yeah, we had no men in our team at that point.
So I felt really intimidated because there's just all women all the time, so I couldn't identify with what they were going through. Some things, yes, but from the man perspective, there wasn't anyone around.
So I got people to share their stories with him. I made sure when I had somebody over and I was talking oils that he was within earshot. I would leave literature out, and I knew that when I wasn't around, he was probably reading it. The big thing was I challenged him to drink Ningxia. He now wears a Ningxia shirt. And he's like, that stuff doesn't work. And I said, all right, I challenge you to drink it for 50 days. And then you tell me what you think after 30 days. And then 2 weeks in, what did you say?
It's okay.
He was like, I think this stuff really works. I feel more energetic.
Yeah.
There's something happening in my body and I like it. I think I'm going to keep drinking this stuff. I'm like, yeah, because it's great.
I used to get the crash in the afternoon. I used to always take, like Kristen was saying, caffeine and sugar. Spike right up, come right back down an hour or two later. Starting with the Ningxia, I came back up, but I didn't crash. I kind of leveled off. And I noticed that because I was so tired all the time.
Yes. And then I talk to oils all the time. I host classes or events at my house every single month. From the very moment I decided to do this as a business, I committed to doing that, so I always would make him help me, which got him involved even if he didn't really like it. I introduced him to all my members, cross-line friends, and their husbands that were already in it and loved oils. That was a big one. I took him to everything I could. So I took him to rallies, conventions, to retreats, whatever I could bring him to. And I took him to a farm, you guys. Take all your people to a farm.
Changer.
Listen, we were at Gold Retreat, and we're on the farm, and I think it was Christian, right? You were like taking him around and explaining everything and giving him like a personal tour of everything. And so the tour is done. Christian did an awesome job. And I said, so now what do you think? Do you believe it? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like, because if we're at the point now, if you don't believe this, I think we're getting divorced. Because you're I was joking. And then he also loved the fact that our kids could be involved in everything. Because I have been in direct sales, and the past company that I was with, it was not like that. It was always just for the distributor. So I love that we can take them with us. We can have them here today if we wanted. We just leave them at home.
Mary Young highly encourages you to bring your family to events, the whole family.
And then I would get them all dressed up, and I would take them to things. So this is the grand opening of the Ontario Experience Center, and we did some DIYing. And that picture is just amazing because I turn around and he's literally DIYing. Like, here's something, I don't even know what he was making. But, that was pretty awesome. Okay, next slide. So then what happened was we really started looking at other things and the health, the health aspect of it. So I had this like bucket list, and I really wanted to get more into fitness. So we actually met at a gym, and I just thought he was hot. I was newly single, and so I went over to him, and he's lifting a lot of weight, and I was like, hey, do you need a spotter? And he's like, sure. If he felt that way, he would have been dead, because I couldn't help it. And it took 3 days, but he finally asked me out on a date. So I'm at the gym working out, and we would kind of come in at the same time, and then we would like talk, and I'm like, oh, I'm really hungry. Have you had supper yet? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, me neither. And that went on for like 3 days. And then, so the fourth day I come into the gym, and he's not there, and I'm like, devastated that the hot guy is not at the gym. And so I'm standing talking to a mutual friend of ours, and I had finished my workout and showered and the whole bit and was ready to go home. And then he comes walking in, and I was like, oh, hey. He's like, yeah, so I was working late tonight, and I'm here. He's like, are you just getting here? I'm like, yeah. Do you want to work I did another workout. I went to the gym, and then we actually went out.
I knew I had her then.
He was just supposed to be a one-night stand, you guys. Like, don't act like he was that. So yeah, and then he wouldn't come in on the first date, and I was like, darn it. So then we kept dating, and then he made me breakfast. And then I fell in love with him right in that moment. And then I kept thinking, how did you know where everything was in my kitchen? What's the next slide? I forget what I was talking about. So, we do family photos every single year. We hire a professional photographer. Sean looked like he ate one of our children in this photo. And I was right behind him.
Like, I can't believe we put this picture in here. Like, that's
He hates this picture. I'm like, I think you look like a sexy lumberjack. So, but this was a photo where, like, all day my kids were being little brats. They, you know, this photo looks great. It took like 120 photos to get this photo. Roman is crying the whole time. I was uncomfortable, so I bought the biggest, flowiest dress I could find because I just did not feel comfortable in my skin. All the things that I had suppressed from Sean's addiction were slowly starting to come to the surface, and I was like not wanting to deal with it. And we had a good relationship at the time, but like I was just really stressed out. And I remember thinking like, I'm just sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And I know I'm beautiful in that body, but I didn't feel comfortable. And so I decided to like tackle one of the things on my bucket list, which was to compete in a fitness competition, where when I think back, I'm like, that was a huge thing to even want to do, but I didn't really tell anybody. So I hired a personal trainer just to gain knowledge, and I started working out, and very quickly I started seeing results, and I had a really good experience there. So can you go to the next slide? So this was kind of like our transformation. So I started working out really hard.
Especially for me.
I started working out, and then Sean saw that I was enjoying myself and had good results, so then he started working out, and then we started going to the gym together. Then we started waking up at 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning actually, and we did that for like 3 years. And we did that because we couldn't find time when the kids were awake to do it, and we wanted to make our health a priority, and it also felt like we were having a date every single morning. So we would go to the gym, and that's where we did a lot of those videos, like when we hit the turkey and stuff. So this was like 5 months into my fitness journey. I had dropped, I think, 50 pounds. And yeah, and I felt really great there, and Sean also did that, and then he did a photo shoot with me, and so that was that. And then we thought we were in Baywatch, so we did recreate that. And then that was the fitness competition we did. Now I'm going to tell you this. Listen to Christian when he's talking about supplements, because I fueled my body completely with Young Living supplements, you guys, even though my trainer was like, stop taking that crap and take the stuff I'm telling you to. I was like, okay. And I was fueling my body with all of that. I was drinking 8 ounces of Ningxia a day or more, and I won first place in that competition.
She's a workhorse. She wants what she does.
Okay. And then, so yeah, we love the supplements, and you really have to be a product of the product, right? So when we talk about something, we actually use it, we research it, we take it, we stop taking it, we take it, we stop taking it, because we want to see what it does to our bodies. And so supplements really was our love, and that's how we figured out our niche. If you're trying to figure out what's my niche in this whole Young Living world, whatever people are coming to you and asking you about all the time, and whatever you're really passionate about, that is your niche. You know, at first I thought, oh, I could do anything with this business. I'm a professional makeup artist. I could have talked about the makeup. I have kids. I could have talked about all the mama things. We're married, husband, wife. We can talk about like the men's stuff and the women's stuff, but really it was the fitness that really made us excited, and everybody comes to us about, even still today, we still get questions about. Next slide. So then part of my journey was I'm really driven and I love the dangling carrot. So 2-3 years ago now, they had the run for the cruise competition, and look at Alex's face. So I just remember, like, Young Living is only 5 years old in Canada, so it wasn't really well known like it is right now. And I decided just to go for it and try to earn this cruise for free. Sean and I, our marriage at this point, we were just like ready to divorce. We just couldn't get on the same page. We were really good friends, but we had just kind of lost that loving feeling, I guess. And you'd never know it, because the people around us, even to this day when we say that, had no idea. we hit it really well, but I actually ended up earning this cruise. So this is the thing, okay, if you have abundance oil, put that stuff on every day. So I remember Gary talking about a Canadian convention. That was the first event I ever attended, all by myself. And he said, put it on everything. Put it in the paint when you're painting your house. Put it on your bills and your wallet and your car and your light switches and your people and like everything in your house and around you. Put it on everything. And I did that. And I went live on Facebook, and the next 36 hours were the most profitable 36 hours I still to date have ever had in this business. I enrolled 32 people with premium starter kits, 19 of which went on Essential Rewards. Yeah, it was crazy. And like, I felt like a unicorn for a day. That's never happened again. But it was amazing. And so because of all that hard work and those things that I was doing, but remember, I was also consistently showing up on Facebook every single day prior to that. It wasn't just like I went live and that just happened. You guys see, you know, people do really well and you see them on social or you see the videos. You don't see the years and years and years of work I did leading up to that moment, okay? So that happens, and then I find out I earned the cruise. I was in the top 25 in Canada, and I earned the cruise for Sean and I. And I kept thinking, I don't want to go on this cruise alone with him, because we weren't getting along. And so we ended up saving our money, and we took our kids.
Yes. First family trip together?
Ever. And we thought first and last.
Yeah.
So it's the first time we flew, first time we ever went on a cruise, and we were in separate rooms and the whole shebang. So we get on the cruise, and the cruise changed our lives. This is where we met Carrie and Christian Berkeley, like very briefly.
But I got to meet other men who actually quit their full-time jobs and came home and started helping their wife with the business. And I went in with the intention of grilling them with questions. Why would you do this? Because I wanted to know, why would you actually quit your job? Military, doctors, police officers, every kind of line of work, and there was these guys on the boat doing this. And they wanted to support their wife. And I really wanted to help support her. I didn't know how. These guys gave me some concrete steps on how to go about doing this every day.
It just blew them away, and it blew me away, to be quite honest. And then I remembered this quote from Ula, that if you are not working on your marriage, you are working on your divorce.
Yep.
And so we both had like a huge mind shift. Can you go to the next slide? And so this was our strategy on the boat, and really at every single event. So this is some guidelines that will help you guys. So, you know, meet as many people as you can and ask as many questions as you can. And people are very giving within Young Living. So, you know, go with the intent of meeting people and learning more about them and ask lots of questions.
Today, you should be doing some of this with some of the people in this room.
Yeah, like what's your biggest oily testimonial, and why did you choose Young Living? How and why did you start sharing? What's working for you in your business right now? Those are some really great questions. You could literally ask anybody in the business and they'll tell you. Next slide. We want you. But so that video, when we came home from the cruise, Sean had said, he was at the back of the plane, just the way the seating was, and he came up and he's like, I want to do this with you. And I was like, yeah. And that's where really it started. So that's why I say get your men or get your people to events, because it changes everything for you. So these are some of our best friends in life and in business, and we work together. So Amanda, Brian Cooper, and Christian and Carrie Berkeley. So this is at that Platinum retreat, and we just had the best time. That by far is the best retreat we've ever been on. They're all amazing. This was again a life-changing experience. And then, so you meet tons of great people, and you even have some bromance that happens. Seriously, they're in love. It's a little scary. But whatever you're feeling, whatever the fear is, whatever is holding you back, just remember that there's something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle that can stop you. Your greatest critic, and the only thing really that's going to hold you back is you. So this was on stage at Canadian Convention with Mary Young, obviously, and they treat us really well. They treat us like diamonds in Canada, even though we're platinum. So this is last year at Canadian Convention. Oh, and this is a video. So then we hit platinum, and I worked so hard for that, and this was the video where I told Sean.
Hey, what's happening? You what? You know, speak up for the camera. How long has it been to get here? And how much struggle?
I'm the best team ever.
Congratulations, you worked really hard. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my god. I found out when I was on the shitter.
For anyone?
Don't give up. Set a
Never,
goal and just do it.
never quit.
And the people that hate on you, let those people drive you to get to your goal. That's what I did. Because there's more people that love me and work towards this with me, and we linked arms and we just did it.
Use the shoulders of people that support you.
And we're gonna party hard now.
Hey, where's Kat?
And this was one night we had at our house with some of our team. And then this was the Platinum Retreat in Ecuador. We love it there. Next slide, we went to the Platinum Retreat and we sponsor a child. We actually sponsor 2 children now through the foundation. And this was the most incredible thing, okay? So you know you sponsor a child, you know that they exist, you know that they're there. You actually get to go and meet them. You get to go and visit them in their home. You get to see the difference every penny and every dollar that you're donating makes. So this was meeting them for the first time. And then I was just, I don't know if you guys have heard, they have the Nova Vita Essential Oil Wellness Spa in Ecuador. Go there. They just newly renovated it. If you can get there, get there. It's not just for young living people. Anybody can go. It's not just for people that are healthy or sick. It's for every single person. So we went and I actually gifted oils to this family. And so we sponsor Christopher, who's the taller little boy there, and now we sponsor Ethan, his brother, and they both go to the school. So we came back from the retreat, and about a year prior to this, my father was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. I have a really hard time getting through this. So literally 5 days later, I hopped on a plane with my parents and I took them to Ecuador because the things that they can do there for someone are just truly incredible. So unfortunately, he passed away on the 21st, so about 3 weeks ago. But this was a trip of a lifetime for me, and I will always cherish that. And that was just a moment that our friend captured where we were just hanging out on the farm, and I'm forever grateful for that time. So you can talk.
So I quit my job in November. I signed up for the men's account, for the spouse account. Spousal account in August. Yes, August. And then I quit my job in November, construction, to come home and do this. Time's up. And it's been an absolute amazing journey, unbelievable journey, to be able to come home and do this side by side with her.
So this was a quote that Sean really liked, that rock bottom will teach you the lessons that a mountaintop never will. So these are the tools for recovery that were most important to Sean, and it might help you if you know somebody that's going through it. First of all, they have to want to get better, right? You can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, but asking for help is really important. Attending group meetings consistently, prayer, meditation.
They're sick. You have an illness, you can't force them to do anything. You can take care of yourself.
Surround yourself with like-minded people, or if you don't have that, create the community yourself. Become physically active, because like Christian was saying, when you work out and when you take care of your body, you do feel better emotionally and mentally, or emotionally and physically. Use the oils with intention. Every single time you put on an oil, think something positive, have a great intention and do that. Clean house. So that's clearing away the wreckage of your past and just dealing with that stuff so that it doesn't continuously keep creeping up, because it will affect every area of the body, for your mind, body, and spirit. And then oils that help Sean daily. So you're doing this right now. It's the Feeling Set protocol. You can Google that and search it, or take a photo here. But those are amazing oils individually or doing it as a protocol. And then I love the Happy Day protocol. I do this every single day. So it's really easy. It takes 2 seconds and you smell delicious. Oh, sorry, go back.
Can I ask you a question? Yes. Like I just started it yesterday. Can you just try it once? Like a day?
You can do it as many times as you want. Yes, there is no rules there. You can do it as many times as you want. And then the next picture. So things don't happen to you, they happen for you, and it's a big thing about mindset. If you're constantly playing the victim and you think the world revolves around you, you're probably going to have a pretty negative outcome. So this is a great saying that Sean always says.
You want to fly like an eagle, don't kill yourself a turkey. Absolutely.
Just don't hit them with your car. So we want to thank you guys so much for listening, and we would love for you to follow us on social media. And thanks to Brian and Holly for having us here.